Hi, my name's Kiri. I'm 25 years of age. And I only have 3 girlfriends. That's right, I'm only seeing 3 girls at once. And now it's 2. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna kind of chill with that. And the story time for this one because this is quite raw and I just want to kind of explain it. There's obviously emotions involved and I want to have some like closure to this. But yeah, up until like 5-6 hours ago, I was seeing like 3 girls at once and they all knew each other, like main things, you know. So I'm not like some next hoes, like whatever. And obviously now it's 2, and I'm gonna quickly explain this, like just for like closure for me and to keep it transparent. So I'm gonna try and speak like a normal person, professional. Just because, yeah, okay, it's still me and everything, but I'm just gonna chill with like the story time and the gestures, okay? So, yeah, cut a long story short, YouTube meet up about 2.5 months ago. We went to a club, saw these 2 girls there. My friend wants to go over. I was like, I looked at them, I'm like, they look like mouses, they look like good girls, and Lord and behold, she was, but she just looked like innocent, you know. I don't really go for this good girl or this nice girl, you know, because we're gonna kind of touch upon. During this, you're gonna learn a big lesson, especially for myself. I get a lot right because of experience and girls. I understand these things, but even me, I made a mistake here, okay? I made a mistake, not in a malicious way, but in a my Moore's way, and you're gonna understand when I speak about this, okay? So, wait till the end! Whatever that shit is. So we basically go, whatever, 2 girls, cool, chatting, okay, with me and her like dating now. And I'm dating her like seriously, whilst obviously being honest and saying I'm not gonna give you loyalty, whatever. And obviously she's still talking to me, so she's assumed that she's okay with it. But I'm dating her seriously because she doesn't just look nice, it's in here. What I look for a girl, any new girls watching her, I need to extend my roster. So, DM me availability. Trying to get more girlfriends, but but what I look for is not just physical. I've always said emotional, right? And you know me by now with the energy I have and whatever. It's exactly me, right? So I talk to the girls in a very deep, like, of substance type manner, right? So again, what I look for, feminine energy. Extremely important to the fact that I say that's my type. Like, the girl had oozing feminine energy, especially at the start. Oozing, it was very attractive. Very, very attractive, okay? We're not going to say her name or put videos, but she doesn't want to because I spoke to her before about this. She doesn't want to be on camera. Oozing, yeah, do you understand? And then obviously this like down to earth, this like humble, this authentic, like extremely authentic, this real, this raw, this like a relaxed, quite laid back type person is what I really like. Where I can just be my true, authentic, comfortable self, the good and the bad, you know? So again, everything I say is what I say. So cool. And during our time, we probably had maybe, I point here because from my memory, maybe about 5 to 6 FaceTime calls. It wasn't like arguments because I practice what I preach. I don't argue with anyone, but it was me explaining concepts and me explaining things so she can understand. Do you understand? And listen, it's not saying, oh, my way and do this like this. There's always an option for people not to speak, and I'm always very transparent. So if you don't like this, no problem. This is what I value. This is what's gonna happen. This is what I expect. If you don't like it, no problem. You can go. You don't have to talk to me. She continued to talk to me, which assumed, even though girls won't directly say that, she was okay with it. Even though she, in the bottom of her heart, like all the other girls, probably it hurts them a little bit if I'm seeing other girls because they're naturally designed and they're a healthy girl, right? That's naturally how they're gonna be. But if they're still talking to me, they assume that, you know, they're okay with it, whatever. So I sat here, probably had about 5 to 6 deep combos, me explaining topics. And if I just get this up here, one sec. I wrote here presentation notes. So to keep this brief, we would write something like on here where I would actually explain like these concepts, how men and women are different and what I expect and what, if anything she would like to talk about. And we would talk because I'm so transparent. I'm so transparent. And I would do that for a girl that I value as worth my time. And she had all those traits that I value. And plus she was very nice. And she was a virgin. She's a 23-year-old virgin. Well, up until me. She's only been with me in her whole life. Obviously, she was at the club. And I know you're thinking, she's lying. Trust me. Sometimes there's girls that just don't fit in scene. And this girl definitely was a virgin. She would go club like with her friends and stick with the group, and she liked the music, and she just like kind of likes the dance and the music and shit like that. But she was like a very good girl and rejects a lot of guys. Cool. So obviously, like, what happened with us, she's like chosen me, right? 23 years and she chooses me. Like, obviously that's like an ego boost for me, whatever. And obviously I'm gonna make sure and try my best to like make things work or be transparent and communicate how I would, right? Because I'll give that person my time of day because she had all those traits. I wrote in here, oops, sorry, one sec. I had to write some notes, obviously. So I wrote in here, we did like presentations to talk on here on the Postit Notes. And again, she could speak about anything she didn't like, I didn't like, cool. Yeah. The mistake I made, and this is the mistake I made, is I let my emotions get the better of me. And listen, not in a like against my morals type of way. It's that sensitive, caring, emotional side. In my head, and this is what you have to understand, in my head, she's a good girl. She's never been with anyone. She's 23 years of age. She's innocent. She's like possibly like naive. Obviously she's whatever, but compared to me and the experience, whatever, it's like all new for her, these concepts. And especially seeing someone like me who kind of does what I do and also is not going to give her loyalty when she's like a wifey type. I understand this. And that's why I spent maybe 3 hours in total where I would never do that ever, to like FaceTime her, speak, is everything clear, anything you want to talk about, yeah, you okay, like whatever. And this girl, when I close my eyes, and it's my weakness, it reminds me of my sister, and it reminds me of the good girls. If this was a girl with like 10 body count, hoe, whatever, playing this stuff, no problem. But because in my head it's this good girl, this princess, it hits me. And I knew this was coming one day. Just like my ex all those years ago. She's okay. This is the first good girl I've spoken to since like before my ex. So we're talking 2018. It's been 5 to 6 years that I've spoken to a girl who's like a good girl, like virgin stuff. Because the virgins shouldn't come to me. Like, just go away to somewhere else, not now. Like, see what I mean? Like, it's not good. But of course, I kind of turned aside, and this is just me being normal and being transparent with you, because I'm not always going to get it right. And I turned and looked the other way because she had all those traits, and she was a good girl, and I saw potential. I did see potential, and it was real for me, you know? It was. Editors, I'm going to put a screenshot here, just to give these apologies for going up the frame. Okay, yeah, this is gonna sum up perfectly. Editors, will put this screenshot here. Obviously, her name's blurred. It's the one where she says donut. Okay, just so you know. So I'm reading it off here. This is yesterday, as you can see. Miss you, donut. I'm gonna head to bed. So good night. Right, cool. That's cute. Yeah, we like that feminine energy. We like that authenticity. I value peace of mind, and this is where it's gonna come full circle. I value peace of mind. Everything for me when it's on YouTube, talking to a girl, is peace of mind. It's not this, where do we stand? Toxic, back and forth, problem after problem. When I sat here and we spoke 5 or 6 times, I would never do that for any girl, ever. But because she was a good girl in the circumstances, I took my sensitive emotion side, got the better of me, and I gave her a chance because I saw potential and I believed. I wanted to, when we spoke here, it wasn't like arguments, as I said. It was more like concerns that I wanted to address. Okay? So as you can see her message there, and editors will probably show the second part unless we showed it already. I didn't message her for whatever because I'm busy. To be fair, again, I keep it transparent. I was with my other girl, so whatever. Like, I'm just gonna keep it real. You can hate me, whatever. But we were in her studio and she was like trying on some clothes, and we actually did have sex as well. So that probably makes it worse. But I'm just gonna tell you the truth. So, hate me or whatever. It's just the truth. Because I never said I was gonna be loyal to anyone. So I've told you straight. I've said this is how it's gonna be, whatever, and you know that. So you're involved in that. And you can't say I've done anything wrong. If I went behind the back, yes. But I've never. I've told the truth. Every single girl always gets the truth. You can ask any girl that's spoken to me. I tell them the truth. You good? Okay, you good. Okay, is that the same person as that? It's just so weird how within not even 24 hours, it's like another fucking person. It's not as if they're giving one message one day and then they let the emotions get the better, so it's unpredictable. When it's unpredictable, it becomes toxic. It wouldn't be that, right? It wouldn't be that they're trying to disturb your peace of mind, which you value so much, and you've told her 5 or 6 times for days, even fucking weeks since the beginning, that you value this and you value the feminine energy, and it's not about what you say, it's how you say it. It's not about what you say, it's how you say it. Not about what you say. Okay, you good. Clearly you're concerned that I haven't replied to you for just under a day. No problem. No problem. You good. How about we replace that with hi baby, you're probably busy. Hope everything's well. I miss you. Kiss. You good? Hi baby, hope everything's well. I miss you. Kiss. I go on to say, yeah, I'm calm. I'm coming home. What about you? And as you can see the text things there. I'll be there. Don't FaceTime me. So I've spoken to her numerous times about randomly FaceTiming me. No one randomly calls me. Even my main girl who I've known for 3 years, she doesn't randomly call me, and she feels like bad to if she's going to. And the reason is, you only call me or FaceTime me like that if it's an emergency. Yeah, okay, here and there. If you're out, whatever, cool. But she FaceTimed me 3 times in a row. Excuse me? You think I'm going to drop everything and come speak to you, especially when I'm preoccupied? Disrespectful. You send me a message, say, I would like to FaceTime you. You send me a nice feminine message and you wait for me to respond. You don't do those things. I'm not 3 times, oh my god, answer the phone, FaceTime, hello, I can't talk right now. Like, this is too intrusive. Do you understand? And I know people think, oh, she just wanted to talk to me. Yeah, no problem. But as a masculine man, as a guy that wants my pursuit in life and my team and has priorities and has responsibilities, you can't just call me out of nowhere and expect me to be in the right headspace to speak to you and give you that love and that connection that you crave for. This is what this person and so many people don't understand. Don't worry about it. Okay, yeah, don't worry about it. Okay, yeah. Okay. This conversation sums up, this has probably happened a good few times, and I've told her numerous times. As you can see, what did I write? When you're ready to communicate clearly, let me know, and then whatever. I don't know what I said there. And she's like, keep expecting them. Okay, no problem. You look at those 3 messages there, you compare it to that comment. It doesn't take a scientist. She's clearly annoyed about something. Oh, because I haven't replied. And I haven't got time for that. I haven't got time. I've given her numerous opportunities. 5 to 6 opportunities where we've spoken, and she's still doing the same thing. She was perfect in the last 2 or 3 weeks, but when someone's toxic, they will never change. And this is what I wrote here. Her name, we're not going to put it there. Editors, we can put this screenshot. I've got it there, but we'll blur her name. But I've just copied it here. Leopard never changes its spots. Fuck all the emotion. No peace for what? Pussy, question mark. So, a leopard will never change the spots. If a guy hits you once, they're going to hit you again. I don't give a fuck. Do you understand? Because if they're in that emotional thing, when it gets even worse and the times get even tough, same thing. If a girl shouts at you in the street, mandem, she's going to shout at you again. You have to understand For me, it's one chance and you're out. I gave her one chance, and I saw that, again, this toxic energy was kind of present, and I did the wrong thing because I let my emotions and this good girl and give her a chance get the better of me. But I don't give a fuck if you're a virgin, if you're a good girl, if you're this, if you're that. I've told you what I expect. You get one chance and you're gone. She had 5 to 6 chances. She was perfect in the last 2 or 3 weeks. But oh, Lord and behold, a leopard doesn't change its spots, and there you go. So again, no peace of mind. When I see that, it makes me sick. Texts like that make me sick up the fucking, like, it makes me sick. It makes me so unhappy. It makes me want to cry. I went to this festival, Latino in the Park, about probably just before a holiday, so probably like 2 weeks ago. And she calls me, and I was just bursting into tears. Like, I was sitting there before I went, I was crying. I was like, this is so embarrassing. Like, obviously, I'm going to tell you lot because I haven't had a chance to film, but it's just embarrassing. I was crying like some baby because I care about her so much. I really do. And it was the emotion, it was that tug of war in my heart between like, oh, like, she's a good girl, like, she's like my sister. I can't do her wrong, but sometimes you just have to close your eyes and take the shot. You have to. And obviously when it was hard blocking her, I blocked her from everything. I'm sorry, babe. She's probably watching this. I'm sorry, babe. We're not going to talk ever again. But I have to stick by my morals. And I value my peace of mind, my sanity, and my growth above anything. That's why I wrote here, no peace for what? Pussy. It's like, in the day, what am I getting? Okay, she's a nice girl, she's feminine, she's whatever. Okay, the trajectory I'm on, I can get a girl like her plus 10 times more, right? Right? For what? For pussy. Oh, we only had sex once. I want to mash that shit so many times. But today's Tuesday. I booked a hotel for us on Friday. I'm not going to see her. It's non-refundable. It's £90. What a fucking L. What a big L. What a disappointment. I'm going to try and message someone else and I'm going to try. I'm going to do a vlog, so you might see that soon. So we'll see what happens. But like what the fuck? It's non-refundable. So I basically wrote here, let emotion get the better of me. A feminine good girl is my weakness, and I spoke here. I didn't want to hurt her or do her wrong. But in the end, it's like there's too much I could take, you know? I knew what the right thing was to do, and you may know, and this is how it applies to you and comes full circle. You may know what the right thing to do is with that girl, with that toxic girl, but something's pulling you against, and it's the emotion. You just need to close your eyes and take the fucking shot. Because in the end, if you don't, it will manifest and it will fucking ruin you. You have two options. It's gonna fucking break you in the end. At least let it break you a little bit now. It's gonna get worse the longer you keep it. You just have to take the shot and you have to cut it off. I knew I should. My main girl, I was speaking to her, and listen, she even asked, this is how open me and her are. She's even like, oh, did you, when she sucked your dick, like all this stuff, like she would ask me, you know, because she gets it. That girl is perfect. She gets me. She's got everything. Everything, I swear. One day I want to marry her, I swear. I swear, we don't know if it's 3 years. I'm never going to say her name or anything. If you're in my community, maybe you might see her, but I don't speak about, spoiler, any girl I post or talk about here without like saying their name, whatever. I'm like, yeah, I'm serious, by the way, but you don't know that. But she was like, I knew her energy from the start. And she knows the other girl, and she's like, oh, she seems alright. But she's like, this girl, I know her energy. And she knew it. And it's the same. So, again, editors will put a screenshot there and we'll blur her name. That's what I wrote today at whatever, as I was on the bus. Going to my chiropractor to fix my broken posture. That's why. Oh yeah, if you bend over like this, you got fucked posture as well. Oh my god, insight everything, whatever. 20 minutes long this. I'm not doing this anymore. It was wrong from the start and not me. You're an amazing girl. Wish you the best. Don't miss me again. Take care. That's hard for me to write, but it is what it is. And I have to keep it stepping. I know what I should have done. Last thing I'll say, probably the second or third time, this is embarrassing to say, I'm going to tell you the truth. I never argue or never raise my voice. And she's at the train station. I'll never forget this. And she's on FaceTime after work, and again, it's me falling low-key into her frame because she's a good girl and I want her to be okay, but she should go home, message me, take her closer, message me and talk directly when she's ready. She's on the train and I'm there, and a man's raising his voice a little, and oh, this is embarrassing, and the windows are open, my dad's down there, my sister, and they hear me kind of raising my voice at her, basically like borderline arguing. I was probably speaking like this, like, yeah, but like, can you like, what are you doing like that? Like not even, I'm so disappointed at myself. I never argue with anyone, but that was like borderline arguments because she got that out of me. The worst was coming out of me because I was conflicted with this good girl and wanted to do her right and seeing potential and giving her chances, and it hurts. It does hurt. Because I feel like some dickhead, you know? But I'd rather be painted as the villain and save myself than the hero and ruin myself. I remember Alex Hormozy saying something like that. I'd rather be hated by everyone and at least enjoy my life. And I agree. I knew all that time ago that I should have, from the start, one strike and you're out. And I've learned now, and I knew this lesson was going to come to me sooner rather than later. Even if they're a good girl, a proper girl, not something, oh, next hoe, the hoes are easy, just whatever. But even if they're a good girl, whatever, it's the same rules apply. One strike and you're out. She had her strike and she had another 5 strikes. I'm happy I came to my senses. It took me a bit of time and I'm not always going to get it right, so I do apologise, and I'm quite embarrassed to tell you the truth, but I have to. But for me to raise my voice like that was, I just couldn't believe she was getting that side out of me, and it reminded me all those years ago with my ex and all this fucking toxic shit. I haven't experienced this stuff since 2018 or 19. I forget that people experience this stuff. I haven't experienced anything like that for 5 years, and I did. And listen, there's gonna be more girls, but man's got it sorted, you understand? There'll be different scenarios and stuff, but man's gonna be alright. I know a lot, but I don't always get it right, and I hope you appreciate the honesty. I was gonna say her name, but if you're watching, listen, no hard feelings. You're a good girl. I wish you all the best. I kept it true. I did everything I could. But you know, just sometimes you gotta move on. You gotta accept when you gotta cut something off. And I have to save myself here. I'm sorry. I feel like a dickhead. We had sex once and we're not gonna see each other ever again. But message me in a year when you're changed. Well, listen, I can't do it. Hopefully you learn a lot of lessons and you improve in your development, but you're not who I need you to be at this moment in time. And I have to save myself. And that's just the honest truth. I'm sorry, life's hard, it hurts. I've been hurt, we're all gonna have to be hurt. And I haven't done anything intentionally to ever hurt you in a malicious way. I gave it my all, and I did everything I could, and I hope you become the best version of yourself, and I wish you all the best from the bottom of my heart. And yeah, let's go. If you wanna date all these girls today and get all of this for free, or join my school, link in the description below.